Welcome to the Buy More Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the can-do company, and driven by Les Schwab tires. We're getting started already with Game 2 of this doubleheader between the Willamette Valley Titans and the Grants Pass Nuggets. In the plate right now is Nick Bassendorf, the starting shortstop. He's down 1-2 in the count. Takes ball 2, and we'll give you a brief recap of what you missed here in Game 1. The Nuggets came out swinging, beat Willamette Valley 11-4. Last few innings for them, a little bit quiet defensively, hoping to reshape here in the second game. But regardless, winning 11-4, cementing their spot in the Super Regional playoffs for American Legion Baseball in the state of Oregon. Led by a great pitching performance from Cade Kissel, going the distance 7 innings. Kissel gave up 4 hits, struck out 7, and walked 2 guys. He led his guys to a victory again, 11-4. That one hard hit by Bassendorf. Going back is the left fielder up against the wall. Edwards couldn't get to it. Bassendorf rounding first, headed for second. A leadoff double for the Nuggets. So again, the Nuggets securing their spot in the regional, or the super regional playoffs, rather, in the state of Oregon for American Legion Baseball. This game, it means everything. They are fighting for home field. If they win this one, they will host the Salem Dodgers in the Super Regional playoffs. A lot rests on this game, so we'll get right into it. Stepping up now is Bennett Rogers. We'll give you the full Riverside Ready Mix starting lineups for Grants Pass. Again, Riverside Ready Mix. Start your home improvement project by calling Riverside Ready Mix. If you're pouring a sidewalk, patio, carport, or RV pad, call Riverside Ready Mix, as that one is hit. Edwards gets to it, dives in the outfield. Could they double him up at second base? And they do. Bassendorf can't get back in time. Edwards, a fantastic play, kills the Nuggets' early hopes of getting a run here in the first. Fantastic diving play by him. So a double play brings up Vinny Savolta. We'll bring you the rest of the starting lineup. So again, Nick Bassendorf was leading off. He got on with the leadoff double. Bennett Rogers, you saw just line out to the left fielder, Edwards. After that for the Nuggets, again, Vinny Savolta. Your Southern Oregon sanitation cleanup hitter is Tyler Rund. First pitch to Savolta misses outside. After Tyler Rund, it is number 7, Nate Morgan at third base. After that, number 2, Cade Kissel is at second. Hitting 7th is number 22, Colton Fisher, designated hitter. Hitting 8th is Josh Robbins, number 14 at the catcher position. And finally, Cade King at first base, hitting 9th. Your Riverside Ready Mix starting lineups for Grants Pass. On the mound for Willamette Valley is Wyatt Sales. Been playing second base most of this series, but now finds himself on the mound, looking to play the spoiler for Grants Pass, trying to get him to not have him host that Salem Dodgers game in Grants Pass. So the only way now Willamette Valley makes the Super Regionals is in the 5th seed. That one's popped straight up. In the infield, Sales, the pitcher, calling everyone off and makes the catch to end the inning. We'll give you a better look at the Super Regionals and how they're shaping up, as this is the final game of the season in Area 4. Score 0-0. You're watching GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Podcast is brought to you by Timber Country Coca-Cola. Share a Coke this summer from your friends at Timber Country Coca-Cola. Enjoy ice-cold Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, or Coke Zero Sugar from Timber Country Coca-Cola. Whether you're sitting on the fastball with a 2-0 count or life has thrown you a curveball, know that the team at People's Bank is here to assist you with all your banking needs. Celebrating 20 years of doing business in Southern Oregon, People's Bank is your hometown community bank. Stop by and visit People's Bank. We put the people first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. And today's game brought to you by Ray's Print Shop in Grants Pass.
Welcome back to the Bimart Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the Can-Do Company, and driven by Les Schwab Tires. We're in the bottom of the first inning here in Springfield, Oregon. Score still 0-0 as Sebastian Bovin finishing up his warm-up tosses. Give you the Les Schwab Road weather report. Les Schwab Tires, since 1952, pride in performance. If they can't guarantee it, they won't sell it. It's 89 degrees here in Springfield, Oregon, the Hamlin Sports Complex at John Young Field. Wind blowing out 6 miles an hour to the north. So we get to begin the first inning of play, the bottom of the first inning. Now on a base hit for Chase Elliott, makes him 4 for 4 on the day. Again, he was 3 for 3 in the first game. First hit surrendered from Sebastian Bovin. Wind blowing out to the southeast over our camera from our vantage point. Again, we're at John Young Field at the Hamlin Sports Complex. Up against the batting cages, the hitting complex at John Young Field. Dimensions read down the lines, both lines, 330, and a dead center, about 350 feet. You can only guess down to that batter's eye down there. Sebastian Bovin again on the mound for the Nuggets. It's his fourth start of the summer. He misses with that one. Sebastian Bovin won 9 games for the Nuggets last year. He's been held to only 4 starts this summer due to an arm ailment from Feather River Community College. That pitch misses low. But a lot rides on this game for the Nuggets as their entire season culminates right here in Springfield. Again, they started off this season against Roseburg. Swept Roseburg in Grants Pass and turned around and lost 2 right there at Roseburg's place at Bill Gray Stadium. 2 balls, 1 strike to Wyatt Sales. Starting pitcher for Willamette Valley, but it continued to be back and forth for the Nuggets all season long. I mean, it wasn't just 2 weeks ago that the Nuggets thought they wouldn't have even made it to the Super Regionals, and now here they are playing for home field advantage against the Willamette Valley Titans. Again, they would host the Salem Dodgers should they win this one. Move back to first is no good. The Nuggets fail to secure home field advantage. They will play Beaverton, will travel there, and Wyatt Sales gets aboard with a walk. Bovin in a little bit of trouble in the bottom of the first. Found himself the runner on second, but he can get out of these ones. An elite pitcher on this staff. Only 4 starts, but many would consider him the ace of this staff. As just last week, in fact, in a deadlock with Heath Rassica of Klamath Falls. Scoreless for 4 innings there until finally the Klamath lineup exploded, and he was hung with the loss, but 4 good innings of work against one of the best pitchers in the state. That pitch misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. The number 3 hitter in the lineup, Bryce Betcher. Betcher, last game, hit a grand slam against Cade Kissel. Again, the final score was 11-4, so Betcher responsible for all 4 runs produced by Willamette Valley. It's a line shot over the left field wall, but 2 balls, 1 strike to Betcher. Breaking ball finds the zone. A great pitch from Bovin, and his breaking pitch is his put-away pitch. That thing moves a ton. He can spot his fastball like no other. Again, Bovin considered by many to be the ace of this staff. He's only pitched 4 times this summer, but he's left his mark on this season. Now it's hit hard on the ground. Bassendorf passes it on to Kissel. The throw on to first in the back end. They decide to throw it to third instead, but Elliott slides back safely. So Elliott at third, Betcher at first on the fielder's choice, and Sales was thrown out advancing at second. Brings up the first baseman, Trey Nelson. A lot riding on this game for Grants Pass. The ability to host the Salem Dodgers at home for the Super Regionals. Play one last game, or 2 games rather, as it is a best of 3 in the Super Regionals. To play one last series at Agnew Lytle Field before traveling to the state tournament, or worse, but they don't want yesterday to be their last game. They want to play Tuesday. That's what they're playing for here, is to host the Salem Dodgers. That ball bounces off Robbins' glove, and coming home, Elliott. He dives in safely. Titans get out to an early 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Trey Nelson ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Runner at second base. That runner is Wyatt Sales, or rather, Bryce Betcher. Nelson, the number 4 hitter, the first baseman. Got some pop in his bat. He showed it in Grants Pass last night. And that one, another line drive. That one's going to get down in right center. Betcher is going to score, and Nelson heads for second. The throw in. Tag not applied, but an RBI double. Scores Bryce Betcher. Trey Nelson helps the Titans get out to a 2-0 lead on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. So that brings up left-handed hitter Zach Hart, starting in right field. Breaking ball finds the zone, still 1 out in this inning. 2-0 your score. Quick runs for the Willamette Valley Titans. But again, we are still in the very, very early going of this one. Swung on and missed from Zach Hart. Again, in the first game, for both these teams, the totals read like this. For Grants Pass, they got 11 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 7 runners on base, as that ball barely misses on the outside part of the plate. For Willamette Valley, 4 runs on 4 hits. They committed 4 errors and left 4 runners on base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one hit foul. Again, left-hander Zach Hart. He is in the box with the runner on second. That runner is Trey Nelson. That one's popped up and foul. Bovin steps off, but no throw over to second. Is still with 1 out to count, 1 ball, 2 strikes to left-hander Zach Hart. So that one misses high. That one popped up. Will be out of play again. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one hit foul again. Hart putting up a good battle. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on second base is Trey Nelson. That one hit hard into right field. Rogers can't get to it. Trey Nelson is going to score. He waves around third, and Zach Hart winds up at second base. An RBI double off the bat of Zach Hart. Makes the score 3-0 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Head coach Mike Reese already heading out to the mound to talk to Sebastian Bovin. Definitely an uncharacteristic start to a game from Bovin, but he can definitely reel it back in. So we do have a right-hander warming up in the bullpen for Grants Pass, Jacob Mehmet, one of the new faces in the Nuggets roster. Again, 3-0 to score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard as Mike Reese heads back to the Nuggets dugout. So with 1 out and a runner on second base, the Willamette Valley Titans have jumped out to a 3-0 score. First one from Bovin in the zone to Caden Miller. That one hit on the ground. Bassendorf is going to come up with it. The throw on to first. He does not make the throw, loses it on the transfer. Runners at the corners now with 1 out. So the error from Bassendorf allows Caden Miller to reach first base. That brings up Tristan Vidal. That one misses outside. Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV on GrandsFastNuggets.com. If you're just joining us, apologies. The Willamette Valley Titans have jumped out to a 3-0 lead early against starting pitcher Sebastian Bovin. With runners on second and third, those runners being Caden Miller at second and Zach Hart on third. Bovin gets a very important out in the person of Tristan Vidal. A strikeout is the second out in this inning. Again, we're in the bottom of the first here in the nightcap of the doubleheader. In the box for Willamette Valley, the Titans, is Dylan Edwards. That one's hit hard and in the air. It's going to get down in front of Zavolta. Hart will score, as well as Caden Miller. 2 RBI single from Dylan Edwards. Single brings home again Caden Miller and Zach Hart. The score 5-0 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. So Bovin is taken off the hill early. That will bring in the right-hander Jacob Memmott. Let him warm up and we'll bring you the rest of the changes. So the Willamette Valley Titans lead 5-0 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Stay tuned. You're watching GP Nuggets TV on GrandsPassNuggets.com.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Timber Country Coca-Cola. Share a Coke this summer from your friends at Timber Country Coca-Cola. Enjoy ice-cold Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, or Coke Zero Sugar from Timber Country Coca-Cola. Whether you're sitting on the fastball with a 2-0 count or life has thrown you a curveball, know that the team at People's Bank is here to assist you with all your banking needs. Celebrating 20 years of doing business in Southern Oregon, People's Bank is your hometown community bank. Stop by and visit People's Bank. We put the people first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. And today's game brought to you by Ray's Print Shop in Grants Pass. Today's broadcast is brought to you by...
Welcome back to the Biomark Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the Can-Do Company, and driven by Les Schwab Tires. Jacob Memmott taking over for Sebastian Bovin in this one. Bovin faces 8 hitters and allows 5 runs to score. First task for Memmott is Isaiah Burke. That one was bunted. It will end up foul. Jacob Memmott from Crater, called up from the Crater Single A team, and has joined the Nuggets here in the late going. His first appearance on the field is a big one. He's pitching in the last game of the season. If the Nuggets win this, they get home field advantage. If they lose, it's up in the air whether or not they will. One ball, one strike to Isaiah Burke. Runner on first is Dylan Edwards. 2 2 RBI single is how he got there. That pitch is high from Mehmet. 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, Mehmet, this is his first appearance in a Nuggets uniform on the field. He was there for the doubleheader last night against Willamette Valley, but didn't play, and now he's been working, throwing bullpens, and he's here now as he falls behind 3 balls, 1 strike to Isaiah Burke. Number 9 hitter in the lineup, Burke is catching. Swung on and missed. Full count. With the runner at first, and Dylan Edwards not in any hurry back to the bag. Robbins could throw down there. He takes off, but Burke is getting a free pass of the walk, and that advances Edwards anyway. So Edwards on second is the responsibility of Sebastian Bovin. And Mehmet came in relief of him. Back to the top of the order in Chase Elliott. That one popped up, won't leave the infield. Kissel calls everyone off and makes the catch. So the Titans leave 2 aboard but score 5. So they lead 5-0 after 1. You're watching GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Recycling, yard debris, and solid waste disposal, Southern Oregon Sanitation is your full-service transfer station. Open 7 days a week from 9 to 5 at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass. Southern Oregon Sanitation, your one-stop shop for all your construction, logging, and rigging needs, and custom-made hydraulic lines and fittings is Oregon California Supply. OCS features Wright Brand and Irwin tools. Oregon California Supply, located next to Wild River Pizza in Grants Pass and just north of Vilas Road and Highway 62 in Medford. Les Schwab Tires, pride in performance since 1952. When you come in, they still come running. At Les Schwab Tires, if they can't guarantee it, they won't sell it. Les Schwab Tires.
Welcome back to the Buy More Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the Can-Do Company, and driven, of course, by Les Schwab Tires. 5-0 the score after 1. We're in the top of the second from John Young Field at the Hamlin Sports Complex. Leading off for the Nuggets to try to chip away at this lead is center fielder Tyler Rund. After Tyler Rund, it is Nate Morgan and Cade Kissel. That one's hit hard on the ground. Will stay fair down the third base line past the diving glove of Betcher. Run rounding first, headed for second, a leadoff double for Tyler Rund. Brings up the third baseman, Nate Morgan. Nate Morgan was an important bat in the lineup when the Nuggets were in Grants Pass with that bases clearing triple in Game 2. That one's hit hard on the ground. Elliott, it gets past his glove. He dives in the infield. They're waving Rund around to get home. Morgan advances to second, and the throw-in is late. Tyler Rund rather, comes around to score off of Nate Morgan. He hit the ball right to Chase Elliott, and Elliott slipped in the infield. It allowed a run to come all the way around from second to score. Score is 5-1 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Gives the Nuggets a little bit of life as Cade Kissel steps to the bat. He is starting second baseman. He takes ball one. Score update from across Area 4. Klamath Falls leads Eugene 4-1 after 3 innings of play. That pitch misses outside. Kissel takes another low pitch. 3 balls, no strikes to him now. Wyatt Sales misses 4 straight and will walk Cade Kissel. So runners at first and second now with no outs in the second. Brings up designated hitter Colton Fisher. Fisher with an RBI single in the first game. Would have been 2 RBIs, but Cade Kissel was thrown out trying to advance home. First breaking pitch in there, strike 1. After Colton Fisher, it's Josh Robbins and Cade King. That breaking pitch didn't break enough. Count even now at 1. Again with that score update with Klamath Falls leading Eugene. Again, if Klamath Falls wins this one and the Nuggets lose, the Nuggets will travel to Beaverton. That one, good frame behind the plate from Burke. Maybe influenced the call a little bit behind the plate. Strike 2. Colton Fisher down in a 1-2 count. Again, if the Nuggets win this one, they secure home field advantage in the Super Regionals. That one will be hit foul. Again, should the Nuggets host the Salem Dodgers? As of right now, they're scheduled to play 1 on Tuesdays. That one's hit. It will get down. Everyone advances 1 as it gets down in the middle of Nelson and Miller. So the bases are loaded now. Nate Morgan at third, Cade Kissel at second, and Colton Fisher at first. So again, if the Nuggets win this one, they will host the Salem Dodgers. As of right now, they're scheduled to play 1 on Tuesday, 1 on Wednesday, and maybe 2 on Wednesday if necessary. What they want to do is play 2 on Tuesday, play 1 on Wednesday if necessary. That one's popped up. Right fielder Hart steps over a little bit, but Morgan is tagging, and the play at the plate. Morgan slides in safely. 5-2, the score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. The Nuggets trying to inch back in this one. 5-2 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. In the meantime, as well, Cade Kissel advances to third. So now 1 out. That brings up Cade King after the sacrifice fly from Josh Robbins. Fisher on first as that one's hit hard. It's hit high. Between the right fielder, Edwards picks that one up, and Kissel tags up and comes home. Cade King does his job. the RBI sac fly. The score is now 3-5. The Nuggets now only trailing by 2. Again, 5-3 your score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Nuggets trailing by 2. Fisher's on first. Up at the plate is Nick Bassendorf. Bassendorf, he led off the first inning with a double, but was caught in the middle of the base paths trying to retreat back to second on a Bennett Rogers fly ball. That one missing low. 2 balls, no strikes to Nick Bassendorf. Nick Bassendorf from Crater High School, won the 5A state champion. Sales missing wide with that one. 3 balls and no strikes. Bassendorf takes a walk, so that moves Colton Fisher up to second, and now in steps Bennett Rogers, the consistently hot bat in the Nuggets. Yeah. That one missing high to for Rogers rather. Rogers flew out in his first at bat. Hit a double back in game 1, but was credited with an RBI on a sac fly. His contribution was not missed in game 1. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on. Now one missing again to Bennett Rogers. 3 balls and no strikes as the sun starts to set over Springfield, Oregon. The shadows start to form on the infield and the outfield. Ball maybe a little bit harder to pick up as they shift through that as Bennett Rogers. That one will load the bases as it brings up left fielder Vinny Savolta. 0 for 1 so far on the day, but with the chance to do some damage here. And with bases loaded, 2 outs, there's Colton Fisher on third. At second base, it is Nick Bassendorf. And now at first is Bennett Rogers. Again, Vinny Savolta gets his chance now. 3 walks issued so far from Wyatt Sales in the meeting at the mound. Trying to talk over a little bit. That's 2 straight walks. Being on the mound is concluded. Again, Wyatt Sales issuing back-to-back walks, loading the bases. It brings up Vinny Savolta. Savolta in that last game with an RBI double. 2 for 3 with a couple of walks mixed in there. Sales comes set the 0-1 count. That one misses just in. There's 2 outs and bases loaded. Again, Fisher on third. Bassendorf at second and Rogers on first base. Swung on and missed. 2 strikes now for Savolta. Nuggets in danger of leaving 3 stranded. Last game they left 7 aboard. And Nuggets have made a habit this season of leaving runners aboard. They leave the bases loaded almost once per game. As that one's hit hard in the infield. It's going to get through. 1 run scores. Colton Fisher touches home. Nick Bassendorf rounding, and he gets home as well. An RBI single from Vinny Savolta as 2 runs come in. The Nuggets are now within 1. 5-4 now the score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. A fantastic clutch job by Vinny Savolta. This game is actually tied at 5. We're back to where we started with Tyler Rund. That pitch misses outside. 2 RBI single from Vinny Savolta ties this ball game up as the Nuggets get 5 in the second with still more time to go. There's 2 outs, and Rogers is at second. That one finds the zone low for Tyler Rund. Again, Rund doubled earlier this inning, came around to score. Not looking for a chance to do more damage. Nuggets potentially taking the lead. That one's hit hard on the ground. It gets through the middle of the infield, diving past Miller. Rogers comes around to score as well. An RBI single from Tyler Rund puts the Nuggets ahead 6-5 as the Nuggets battle all the way back from a 5-run deficit and now lead 6-5. The Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard representing the Nuggets' hard work. 6-5 now, and we're in the top of the second. Zavolta on second, Rund on first. That pitch misses low. Six runs come across in this inning, 5 of them earned from Wyatt Sales. And that one comes in and it hits Nate Morgan. That will load the bases for Cade Kissel. Kissel's bat has been as hot as anyone in this 4-game series. Kissel in the first game, RBI single and a 2 RBI double. It's 3 RBIs for him in the first game. As Wyatt Sales will be moved off the mound. We'll get the pitching changed for you when we come back. The score is 6-5 in the top of the second on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. You're watching GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Mock Ford, Lincoln, Mazda, and used cars at Mock's Auto Sales in Grants Pass. They bring you the drive of the game. Test drive a new car today with Mock's and service your vehicle with Mock's Quick Lane Auto Service. Riverside Ready Mix for your summer home improvement projects. If you're pouring a patio, a sidewalk, or a carport, make the call to Riverside Ready Mix, 476-1424. My Circle K, home of the Kickback Reward Card. Sign up for a kickback reward and get rewarded on all your purchases at My Circle K. From Central Oregon to the Rogue Valley to the Southern Oregon coast. Redeem your points just like cash on anything in the store, including gas. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com. Mock's Auto Sales. Mock Ford, Lincoln, Mazda, and used cars at Mock's Auto Sales in Grants Pass. They bring you the drive of the game. Test drive a new car today with Mock's and service your vehicle with Mock's Quick Lane Auto Service. Riverside Ready Mix for your summer home improvement projects. If you're pouring a patio, a sidewalk, or a carport, make the call to Riverside Ready Mix, 476-1424. My Circle K, home of the Kickback Reward Card. Sign up for a kickback reward and get rewarded on all your purchases at My Circle K. From Central Oregon to the Rogue Valley to the Southern Oregon coast. Redeem your points just like cash on anything in the store, including gas. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com.
Welcome back to the Buymark Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the can-do company, and driven by Les Schwab Tires. Up at the plate for Grants Pass is Cade Kissel. A bases-loaded, two-out situation, and a new pitcher in the person of Bryce Betcher. That one missing outside. Wyatt Sales exits the game earlier than he definitely would have liked to, as all three runners on base are his responsibility. Can't close the book on him yet, but Bryce Betcher comes in relief of Wyatt Sales. That one hit in the air. Miller, ranging back a few steps, will make the catch for the final third out, but not before the Nuggets push across six. They leave the bases loaded, but the job is certainly done. 6-5 the score as we head to the bottom half of the second. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
By Timber Country Coca-Cola. Share a Coke this summer from your friends at Timber Country Coca-Cola. Enjoy ice-cold Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, or Coke Zero Sugar from Timber Country Coca-Cola. Whether you're sitting on the fastball with a 2-0 count or life has thrown you a curveball, know that the team at People's Bank is here to assist you with all your banking needs. Celebrating 20 years of doing business in Southern Oregon, People's Bank is your hometown community bank. Stop by and visit People's Bank. We put the people first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. And today's game brought to you by Ray's Print Shop in Grants Pass.
Welcome back to the Buymark Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the can-do company, and driven by Les Schwab Tires. We bring you Grants Pass's Riverside Ready Mix defensive starting lineup. Start your home improvement project by calling Riverside Ready Mix. If you're pouring a sidewalk, patio, carport, or RV pad, call Riverside Ready Mix at 476-1424. Again, 476-1424. Starting at third base for the Nuggets, or rather in left field for the Nuggets, is Vinny Savolta. And at center field is Tyler Rund. As we move over to right field, we'll see if we can get a good shot of him. Regardless, it is Bennett Rogers. There he is, right up against our wall here. Again, only have about 50 degrees field of view at John Young Field. At third base, it is Nate Morgan from Grants Pass High School. Starting at shortstop after playing most of the year at second base, it is Nick Bastendorf, the Crater High School champion. And at second base, Cade Kissel. First base, also from Grants Pass, is Cade King. Behind the plate for the Grants Pass Nuggets, the rock behind the dish for the Nuggets is Josh Robbins, as that one is hit in the air, but Bennett Rogers catches that one on the fly for out number one. And on the mound, his first appearance in a Nugget uniform is Jacob Memmott from Crater. Called up just yesterday. Was his first time in the dugout with the Nuggets. Strike one from him. Didn't get too long to talk with him, but he was excited to be up here. Along with the rest of the Nuggets, he keeps to himself, but it doesn't stop him from winning baseball games, as that one's popped up. Kissel calls everyone off, and he makes the catch by the line. He falls over, but makes a fantastic catch by the light post, and that is out number two. Kissel, fantastic tumbling catch. That puts away Bryce Betcher and brings up Trey Nelson. Trey Nelson, an RBI double his last time around. Again, Jacob Memmott coming in relief of Sebastian Bovin. Bovin pitched 2/3 of an inning, gave up 3 hits. 4 earned runs. He struck out 1 and walked 1. And now Memmott, he's doing work here trying to replace the ace of the staff. That one will be hit foul. Again, Trey Nelson, the first baseman, up for Willamette Valley. 6-5 your score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Again, this second inning brought to you by Fields Ace Hardware, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Open 7 days a week in Murphy. That pitch misses high. And 1 ball, 2 strike count with 2 outs. Again, Trey Nelson. That pitch hit on the ground. Bassendorf, he's going to come up with it. The throw on to first. Good stretch from King. Gets the 3rd out. The Titans go down 1-2-3, and the Nuggets get a chance to build upon this lead that they have gotten themselves. Due up for the Nuggets is Colton Fisher, Josh Robbins, and Cade King. Stay tuned for that. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Robco Incorporated. Robco, the can-do company since 1962. Call 476-2132. 476-2132. Robco. No job too big, no job too small. Your one-stop shop for all your construction, logging, and rigging needs and custom-made hydraulic lines and fittings is Oregon California Supply. OCS features Wright Brand and Irwin tools. Oregon California Supply, located next to Wild River Pizza in Grants Pass and just north of Vilas Road and Highway 62 in Medford. This broadcast is presented in part by Bimart, who delivers value every day with weekly ads, owner's choice pricing, cyber deals, and Lucky Number Tuesday. Get ready for your season for less with Bimart.
Welcome back to the Bimart Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the can-do company, and driven by Les Schwab Tires. Due up in this half inning for the Nuggets is Colton Fisher, Josh Robbins, and Cade King. On the mound for Willamette Valley is Bryce Betcher. Is that pitch? That one's hit over the right fielder. Miller can't get to it, or rather Hart can't get to it. Fisher rounds first and heads for second. A leadoff double for the big fish out of Hidden Valley High School. Colton Fisher not showing much emotion out there, but his dugout is definitely excited as a leadoff double puts the Nuggets in great position to build upon this lead. Brings up the catcher number 14, Josh Robbins. Robbins, sacrifice fly last time, brought in a run. That one missing outside to Josh Robbins. Again, this third inning brought to you by Robco, the can-do company. No job too big, no job too small from Robco. 1 ball, 1 strike to Josh Robbins. Again, he's been the rock behind home plate for the Nuggets. The lack of depth this season has left him to be the only catcher. This is his 17th game caught in the 28-game league season. He shows bunt. That one gets down. Colton Fisher breaks for third, but the ball ends up foul anyway. Robbins will head all the way back and try again with 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, Bryce Betcher coming in relief of Wyatt Sales. Close the book on Sales. He went 1 2/3 inning. 5 hits. 6 runs came across. 5 of them earned. No strikeouts and 3 walks. On record to be the losing pitcher if this lead holds, but who knows? This game's been back and forth so far, and we're only in the 3rd inning. Betcher steps off, checks Fisher. Fisher, not a guy really known for stealing, but Gotta keep your runners in check. Robbins swings, but that ball gets past the catcher, Burke. And the throw takes him off the bag, so on the strikeout, Josh Robbins gets to first base regardless. Colton Fisher advances to third, so Robbins strikes out but gets a base anyway. Runners at the corners, and that's Cade King in the batter's box. So you see assistant coach Brian Diotti talking to Colton Fisher on third. First base coach for the Nuggets is Brian Beck. In the dugout, head coach Mike Reese, assisted by Kevin Olmstead. That one's hit in the air. Fisher looking to tag. Edwards makes the catch. The throw home, Fisher does not tag. First down in the inning comes from a Cade King flyout. Colton Fisher had the opportunity to tag, but doesn't. The throw is cut off, and now that brings up Nick Bassendorf. A double and a walk for him so far. That one comes in strike one. No balls, one strike. Bassendorf. Oh my goodness gracious, that one was low in the zone, strike two. No balls, two strikes to Nick Bassendorf. Runners at the corners now with one out. That one hit off the end of the bat, foul. Nelson had to run for that one, almost ran right into the Nuggets dugout. But the ball will end up foul, and Bassendorf stays alive. Again, Bassendorf, 1 for 1. He's doubled and walked so far. The first game, he was 2 for 4. No RBIs, but he did come around to score. Off the glove of Burke, Robbins takes off running, the throw down to second. Robbins gets in safely. Fisher holds at third. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Nick Bassendorf. Robbins advances on the pass ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position now for Nick Bassendorf. That pitch misses. It's off the shin guard of Burke, but Fisher stays put. Wild pitch won't come back to bite Betcher. So with 1 out, Bassendorf can put one in the air. It's got to be deep for Fisher to score, but that run comes across. Very important run at that. Again, the lead only is 1 run right now. The Nuggets would love to extend it, get some security. That one's hit in the air, in the infield. Sales calls everyone off. He makes the catch, out number 2. That will bring up Bennett Rogers with 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Rogers so far 0 for 1. Last game for Rogers, a sac fly and an RBI. And a double, he came around to score on that, but the sac fly is where he got his RBI. Someone misses low to him. Bennett Rogers going to Butte Community College in Chico, California. One of the most consistent hitters in this Nuggets lineup so far this season. Again, this is the last game of the season. The regular season, I should say, for both of these teams. Again, Nuggets playing for home field advantage. They would host the Salem Dodgers should they get the chance. Otherwise, the Nuggets are traveling to Beaverton. 2 balls, no strikes. Make that 3 balls, no strikes after that miss from Bryce Betcher. Deep in the count, that's where these Nuggets are dangerous. It's the 3-0 pitch. Will miss outside, so bases loaded brings up Vinny Savolta. First walk issued by Betcher. Again, we'll load the bases. Fisher is on third. Robbins is on second, and there you see Bennett Rogers is on first. First pitch misses low to Vinny Savolta. His last at-bat was a 2 RBI double that tied up this game at 5. He was clutch last time. And he's got to do it again here, pull through for his team. The Nuggets are up by 1, but would love a little bit of insurance. A pitch missing outside. Betcher pitched last night in Grants Pass in the opener, got rocked around in that 13-3 victory from the Nuggets. Betcher gave up 5 runs. 2 balls, no strikes to Vinny Savolta. That one's hit, but will end up way out of play. Over our heads and foul. Runners will head back to their stations. Again, bases full of Nuggets. 3 balls and 1 strike to the left fielder, Vinny Savolta. High pressure situation for Bryce Betcher and Savolta. Very, very important pitch coming up here. That one bounces low. Makes the count 3 balls, 1 strike. Savolta, just like the rest of the hitters in this Nuggets lineup, dangerous as the count grows in their favor. They love to wait for their pitch. They're not a team that's going to swing on the first one they see. That one misses outside. Vinny Savolta takes a walk, and that will score Colton Fisher. As Bryce Betcher walks in a run, that makes the score 7-5 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Isaiah Burt goes out there to talk to his guy. Just try to calm him down just a tad. That brings up Tyler Rund. A double to lead off the second inning and an RBI single again in the second. Tyler Rund is 2 for 2 on the day. That one's popped up in the infield. Nelson steps over into foul territory and makes the catch to end the inning. The Nuggets leave the bases loaded, but they get one across. 7-5 your score. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Again, 7-5 your score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Stay tuned. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Timber Country Coca-Cola. Share a Coke this summer from your friends at Timber Country Coca-Cola. Enjoy ice-cold Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, or Coke Zero Sugar from Timber Country Coca-Cola. Whether you're sitting on the fastball with a 2-0 count or life has thrown you a curveball, know that the team at People's Bank is here to assist you with all your banking needs. Celebrating 20 years of doing business in Southern Oregon, People's Bank is your hometown community bank. Stop by and visit People's Bank, We put the people first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. And today's game brought to you by Ray's Print Shop in Grants Pass.
Welcome back to the Buy More Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the Can-Do Company. Grants Pass Nuggets lead the Willamette Valley Titans 7-5 in the bottom of the third inning. Again, updates from around the league in Area 4. Last we heard, Klamath Falls was up 4-1 after 3. They're in Eugene tonight, about 2 miles over our center field fence. And the Docks and the Medford Mustangs. Again, the Dock Stewards from Roseburg, they are scoreless through 3. The Nuggets, at this point in the game, they've got 7 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and they've left 6 aboard. Zach Hart, the left-hander, up for Willamette Valley. So now in his hit, it will end up foul. Zach Hart, the only left-hander in this Willamette Valley lineup. Also, side note, the only player from Pleasant Hill High School. He will graduate next year, an incoming senior at Pleasant Hill High School. Standing 6 foot tall, the left-hander in this Willamette Valley lineup, facing Jacob Mehmet. That pitch misses high. Mehmet again, first time on the field in a Nuggets uniform. Called up from the Crater A team, the Crater Comets, and is now making an appearance at the AAA level. That pitch hit in the air. Zavolta ranging over will make the catch for out number 1. That will bring up number 13, Caden Miller. That one's hit high in the air, but it will end up foul. Again, Nuggets playing for home field advantage. They're leading 7-5 in the bottom of the third inning. They won the first one 11-4, cementing their spot in the Super Regional playoffs. We'll keep you updated on how that shapes up as we move along here tonight. But they cemented their spot in the Super Regionals, now playing for home field advantage, playing to host the Salem Dodgers. That is a strike fired to Caden Miller. Missing high from Jacob Mehmet. Again, coming in relief of Sebastian Bovin. Bovin only went 2/3 of an inning, was knocked out after 8 hitters, and since then, Mehmet has done everything in his power to keep this Willamette Valley lineup at bay. And so far, he's done a good job. As a swing and a miss from Caden Miller will send him packing. A strikeout from Jacob Mehmet. 2 outs here at the bottom of the third. First strikeout for Mehmet. Brings up Tristan Vidal. Struck out his first time up. It was against Sebastian Bovin his first time around. He struck out 0 for 1. First pitch is hit. In the air, Tyler Rund circles around and makes the catch to end the inning. Willamette Valley go 1-2-3 to end the inning. Jacob Mehmet doing a great job of keeping this lineup in check. Your score after 3 is 7-5. On the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard, the Grants Pass Nuggets are in the lead. Stay tuned, you're watching GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
For recycling, yard debris, and solid waste disposal, Southern Oregon Sanitation is your full-service transfer station. Open 7 days a week from 9 to 5 at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass. Southern Oregon Sanitation, your one-stop shop for all your construction, logging, and rigging needs, and custom-made hydraulic lines and fittings is Oregon California Supply. OCS features Wright Brand and Irwin tools. Oregon California Supply, located next to Wild River Pizza in Grants Pass and just north of Vilas Road and Highway 62 in Medford. Les Schwab Tires, pride in performance since 1952. When you come in, they still come running. At Les Schwab Tires, if they can't guarantee it, they won't sell it. Les Schwab Tires.
Welcome back to the Bymark Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the Can-Do Company, and driven by Les Schwab Tires. Due up for the Nuggets in the top half of the fourth inning. It is Nate Morgan, Cade Kissel, and Colton Fisher. Updates from around Area 4. The Klamath Falls Falcons, they lead 10-2 over the Eugene Bymark Challengers after 5 innings of play. That one's hit on the ground, but will end up foul from Nate Morgan again. A lot depends on that Klamath Falls Eugene game. Happened about 2 miles over our center field fence at Swede Johnson Stadium. Again, if Klamath Falls wins that one and we lose, that's questionable for Grants Pass on whether or not they will host the home playoff game. But Grants Pass, they control their own destiny here after Klamath Falls lose that first one. If they win this one, they will secure that home playoff spot after an incredible run to end the season. That one's hit in the air. Making the play in right field was Zach Hart. That brings up number 2, Cade Kissel. Big bat in that first game. And so far in this one, he has walked and was left with the bases loaded as he takes strike 1 here. That one taken from Kissel is strike 2, breaking ball from Betcher. Betcher's pitched pretty well coming out of the bullpen. Both starters having trouble here in Springfield, but these bullpen guys have really held down the fort. The Nuggets pushed one across last inning. Colton Fisher was walked in. Now misses high from Cade Kissel, but these bullpen guys been holding the fort down. Again, Betcher and Mehmet on the Grants Pass side. Another update from across Area 4. Medford is up 1-0 in the fourth inning on a Jacob Melton home run. Again, another thing to keep in mind is if Medford finishes off that 4-game sweep of Roseburg, we could end up as a second seed, or as the second place team, in Area 4, which would be quite something as entering plays. That one's hit on the ground. Will it stay fair? The throw from Betcher is in time. Betcher makes a fantastic play down the third base line to get Kissel, but Fantastic play by Bryce Betcher. Coming off the mound and making the play with a fantastic throw. Falling over, Cade Kissel is gone on the back end. And we'll bring up Colton Fisher. That one called a strike on him. Unbelievable play by Betcher. The pitcher coming off the mound and making that play. Unbelievable. That one's hit in the air. Nelson traveling into foul territory. Making the catch for the third out. Nuggets go 3 up, 3 down as we head to the bottom half of the fourth inning. We're moving right along after a shaky couple innings. Your score 7-5 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Due up for Willamette Valley, Dylan Edwards, Isaiah Burke, and Chase Elliott. Stay tuned for all of that coming up next. GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Mox Auto Sales. Mock, Ford, Lincoln, Mazda, and used cars. At Mox Auto Sales in Grants Pass, they bring you the drive of the game. Test drive a new car today with Mox. And service your vehicle with Mox Quick Lane Auto Service. Riverside Ready Mix. For your summer home improvement projects, if you're pouring a patio, a sidewalk, or a carport, make the call to Riverside Ready Mix. 476-1424. My Circle K, home of the Kickback Reward Card. Sign up for a kickback reward and get rewarded on all your purchases at My Circle K. From Central Oregon to the Rogue Valley to the Southern Oregon coast. Redeem your points just like cash on anything in the store, including gas. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com.
Welcome back to the Bi-Mart Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the Can-Do Company. Score is 7-5 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. And the Nuggets lead the Willamette Valley Titans. They lead 7-5. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Due up in the batter's box right now is Dylan Edwards. After him is Isaiah Burke. And Dylan Edwards hits one deep into center field. Tyler Rundy goes back, but he will make the catch. That brings up the catcher, Isaiah Burke. You see Tyler Rund on your screen right there. Making a fantastic play, ranging backwards. Tyler Rund going to Yakima Junior College from Grants Pass High School, part of the Cavemen group that make up some of this Nuggets roster. That one swung on and missed from Isaiah Burke. No balls, 2 strikes. Burke walked his first time up. Off the glove of Robbins, goes to the backstop. Jacob Memmott putting in good work here, coming in relief of Sebastian Bovin. That one's hit on the ground. Nick Bassendorf ranges into the hole. It takes a bad hop on him. And Isaiah Burke reaches the first base on the error from Bassendorf. Unfortunate bounce. Again, the infield's got quite a lip here at John Young Field, but regardless, it doesn't really matter. Isaiah Burke is on first with 1 out. We go back to the top of the lineup. Chase Elliott. He is 1 for 2. a base hit and a fly ball to this point. Swung on and missed. Night has dawned over Springfield, Oregon. So lights have come on, and Jacob Memmott is performing better than expected here under the lights, and he needs to continue. That one hit hard. Will get over the glove of Kissel, and Rogers won't let him get past him. A single from Elliott puts runners at first and second with one out. First hit given up by Memmott in 2 1/3 inning of work, or rather 2 2/3 inning of work. That one hit on the ground. Morgan comes up with it, fires to Kissel. The throw on the back end is in time. The Nuggets get out of this one with an ending double play. The score still reads 7-5 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. A great double play to get them out of that jam. Again, score is 7-5 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. We head to the top half of the fifth. You're watching GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
This broadcast is presented in part by Bimart, who delivers value every day with weekly ads, owner's choice pricing, cyber deals, and Lucky Number Tuesday. Get ready for your season for less with Bimart. Today's game is sponsored in part by Fields Ace Hardware Home Center and the Fields family. Your hometown hardware store is Fields, where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Hardware Home Center opens 7 days a week in Murphy. Burger King of Southern Oregon is proud to bring you this broadcast. 60 years of our flame-grilled, freshly prepared tradition goes into every order from Burger King of Southern Oregon. From Ashland to Canyonville, Burger King.
Welcome back to the Bimart Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the Can-Do Company, and driven by Les Schwab Tires. The score is 7-5 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. The Grants Pass Nuggets lead the Willamette Valley Titans in their quest for the home field advantage against the Salem Dodgers. Due up for the Nuggets in this half inning is Josh Robbins, Cade King, and then we're back to the top of the order with Nick Bassendorf. Totals for Willamette Valley to this point: 5 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on. Make that 3 runners left on base. High up and into Robbins. Robbins, a sacrifice fly and an RBI in his first at-bat. Then he reached base off of a strikeout. Bobbled by Burke behind the plate, and Robbins was able to make it to first base as that pitch comes in on 3 balls and no strikes. Missing low, Robbins will take a walk to open up the 5th inning of play. 3 walks surrendered by Bryce Betcher. Brings up Cade King. Say again? We'd like to thank some of our sponsors, Burger Kings of Southern Oregon, from Ashland to Canyonville. You can mix and match, $6, get 2 Whoppers, 2 chicken sandwiches, or you can mix and match, 1 of each for just $6 at Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. We're going to take a break as a pitching change has come through for the Willamette Valley Titans. As we step aside, the score is 7-5 in the top of the 5th inning on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Stay tuned, you're watching GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Timber Country Coca-Cola. Share a Coke this summer from your friends at Timber Country Coca-Cola. Enjoy ice-cold Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, or Coke Zero Sugar from Timber Country Coca-Cola. Whether you're sitting on the fastball with a 2-0 count or life has thrown you a curveball, know that the team at People's Bank is here to assist you with all your banking needs. Celebrating 20 years of doing business in Southern Oregon, People's Bank is your hometown community bank. Stop by and visit People's Bank. We put the people first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. And today's game brought to you by Ray's Print Shop in Grants Pass. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Timber Country Coca-Cola. Share a Coke this summer from your friends at Timber.
Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Pitching change for the Willamette Valley Titans as Chase Elliott comes in relief of Bryce Betcher. Get the defensive changes for you as we move along, but the first task for Chase Elliott is Cade King. First pitch from King is, or to King rather, is fouled off. King a sac fly and an RBI so far, and also a fly ball. As he shows bunt again there, and that one, Burt keeps it in front of him. Good work as Robin stays at first. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. After Cade King, we're back to the top of the order in Nick Bastendorf. King repeatedly showing bunt. Now in the no avail. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Swung on and missed. Cade King will head back to the dugout empty-handed, and that brings up Nick Bastendorf. First strikeout for Chase Elliott. First pitch to Bastendorf. Misses low. Score updates from across Area 4. Medford still ahead as they go to the top of the 6th inning. 1-0 over Roseburg. Allen finds his zone against Bastendorf. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first is Josh Robbins. Again, Bastendorf. 1 for 2 so far. He swings and misses there. 2 strikes. Double and a fly out so far, mixed in with a walk. And Chase Elliott coming in relief. That one hit on the ground. Edwards at third base Trip, luckily that one scattered foul, so Bassendorf will get another chance here. So Edwards is at third, Betcher at shortstop, Sales is at second, and still at first is Trey Nelson for the Willamette Valley Titans. That one hit hard. It will get down in front of the left fielder, Vidal. And a single for Nick Bastendorf. That moves Robbins up to second. And now with a runner in scoring position, that brings up Bennett Rogers. The pause and play, we'd like to thank Southern Oregon Sanitation. For recycling, yard debris, and solid waste disposal, Southern Oregon Sanitation is your full-service transfer station, open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass, Oregon. Get right back into the action as, again, the score 75 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Chase Elliott on the mound for the Willamette Valley Titans, facing Bennett Rogers. Runners on first and second. Now one hit hard on the ground, but it gets under the glove. Betcher. He can't put his glove down soon enough, and Rogers gets to first, and everyone else moves up. That puts Robbins at third and Bassendorf at second. So he looks like he lost track of that ball in the dirt that was kicked up by Robbins, and an error loads the bases. Robbins thought he could go back to second, kicks up a bunch of dirt, and it looks like Betcher just lost the ball in the plume of smoke that came up in the infield, and that brings up number 4, Vinny Savolta, as he takes strike one. Bases loaded, one out. Again, Chase Elliott on the mound for Willamette Valley. Elliott graduating from Thurston High School this year. Not much experience on the mound, at least in terms of playing on the Willamette Valley Titans. One ball, one strike, and one out. Bases are loaded. Zavolta will take strike two, fastball. Zavolta's done it before in these clutch situations earlier on in this game. A 2 RBI double to tie it at 5. So good in clutch situations can really drive that baseball, or work the count in his favor, but he is down 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one taken on the outside. Good eye by Zavolta. Takes the breaking pitch. Evens the count at 2. High pressure situation for everyone out there. Again, it's a 2-run ball game, 7-5. But the bases are loaded. The Nuggets would sure love some insurance. That one's hit, but it is fouled. Zavolta's definitely got a lot to think about, but can't let it get to his head. Can't think too much. This is just batting practice. You just got to put the bat to the ball, drive it, find some green in that outfield, and add some runs to this lead. That one's hit on the ground. Sales comes up with it, diving. Oh, it gets under his glove. Robbins comes around to score, as does Bastendorf, and now the Nuggets lead 9-5. RBI single from Vinny Savolta. 2 RBIs come across, and In the meantime, Bennett Rogers will advance to third. It's a diving effort from Sales. The ball scoots under his glove. Now runners at the corners. That's 4 RBIs for Vinny Savolta in just this second game alone, and boy, is he really doing all he can to make sure the Nuggets secure home field advantage. Now Tyler Run. Vinny Savolta takes off running, and it's a hit-and-run play. Tyler Run shoots one to left field. It's going to get down. Bennett Rogers is going to come around to score, and they hold Savolta at third. An RBI single from Tyler Run improves their lead to 5. It is now 10-5 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Savolta moves to third off the Tyler Rund RBI single. That brings up Nate Morgan. Chase Elliott has gotten knocked around quite a bit here in the 5th inning. As Elliott's given up 2 base hits. One of these 3 runs is earned from him as he gets ahead, strike 1 to Nate Morgan. Morgan's 0 for 2, a fly out, and he was aboard on an error back in the 2nd inning. He was also hit by a pitch in that 2nd inning of play, so he has been on base. No balls, 1 strike to him now. Run takes off, the throw down. There is no throw down, so Burke will just let him advance, and now that's 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. The Nuggets' opportunities just keep getting better. Again, 10-5 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Nuggets playing for home field advantage. It's looking good right now, but there's still a ways to go. On from Elliott is outside. Get Nate Morgan, third baseman. He is going to Lassen Community College. He's going there with teammates Cade Kissel. Morgan just graduating from Grants Pass this year. That one's hit up in the air. Barely going to get out of the infield. Sales ranging a long way into the outfield grass, and he makes the catch. Savolta will score, and Run will move up to third. So a sac fly from Nate Morgan makes this 11-5. Sacrifice fly again from Nate Morgan. He makes the 2nd out, and Tyler Run moves up to third. But still a great job ranging over all the way over there from Wyatt Sales, running all the way from where you see him at second base. And there you see on third, standing alone on the base paths, is Tyler Rund. Cade Kissel. He takes ball 1. Kissel with 3 RBIs in the first game, a double and a single, got him 3 RBIs. Adding to that total, his 4 RBI day in the opener in Grants Pass last night. 7 RBIs in the series for him, as he's definitely doing his job, making sure Grants Pass can try to secure home field advantage. Again, they could go all the way up as far as second place should Medford finish out their series sweep of Roseburg, as that one is fouled off. And Medford is leading Roseburg right now, 1-0 in the top of the 7th inning. 2 balls, 1 strike to Cade Kissel. That one's inside. Kissel again, 7 RBIs so far in 3 games, looking to add to that total with Tyler Rund just waiting for him at third. It's fouled away. Mentioned Cade Kissel, the other one going to Lassen Junior College, along with Nate Morgan. Kissel graduating from Hidden Valley last year, not this past year, but the year before in 2017. Here's a pitch from Elliott. That one hit hard. It's going to get down in the outfield grass. Run will score. Kissel rounds first, heads for second, and he will get in there standing. An RBI double from Cade Kissel, and the Nuggets now lead 12-5 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Kissel got a hold of that one and really drove it. Tyler Rund comes in to score. Again, 12-5. Chase Elliott still out there for Willamette Valley. That's 4 runs he's given up by himself. 2 of them earned, and that one's hit hard. It's hit high. Colton Fisher adds to the lead. It's off the light post. A 2-run bomb from the big fish from Hidden Valley. As he circles the pillas, the score is now 14-5. The Nuggets have really come out with a vengeance here in the 5th inning of play. 14-5 after Colton Fisher's 2-run bomb. Fantastic play from the Nuggets here in the 5th. Seven runs for them here in just the 5th inning alone makes the score 14-5, and now we're back where we all started with Josh Robbins. Came around to score. He walked earlier this inning. That one's hit hard by Josh Robbins. It will get down in the outfield grass as well. The Nuggets continue their hot bats. Robbins rounding, headed for second. He slides in there. The tag applied. He's out. Very close play at second. Robbins caught extending, and it will end the inning. A single nonetheless. He'll pad his batting average. And speaking of padding, the Nuggets have definitely done that to their score, scoring 7 runs in the 5th inning. The score 14-5 after 4.5, the Nuggets lead. You're watching GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Country Coca-Cola. Enjoy ice-cold Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, or Coke Zero Sugar from Timber Country Coca-Cola. Whether you're sitting on the fastball with a 2-0 count or life has thrown you a curveball, know that the team at People's Bank is here to assist you with all your banking needs. Celebrating 20 years of doing business in Southern Oregon, People's Bank is your hometown community bank. Stop by and visit People's Bank. We put the people first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. And today's game brought to you by Ray's Print Shop in Grants Pass. Today.
Welcome back to the Buy Mark Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the Can-Do Company, and driven by Les Schwab Tires. The score is correct there on the bottom of your screen, 14-5 after 4.5. The Nuggets are leading this one, and they came back with a vengeance in the 5th inning of play, scoring 7 runs. And now they're back defensively. Is starting out for Willamette Valley is Bryce Betcher. Nuggets 9 outs away from securing home field advantage. Potentially second place as well. 2 balls, no strikes to Bryce Betcher. An incredible display from the Nuggets in the 5th inning. Now finds a strike, and really a testament to how their season's gone so far. You know, they're hanging with just about everyone, and then they exploded at the end of the season. And now, you know, we were in 5th place starting yesterday, and now could fight all the way back to 2nd place. Don't want to speak too soon, but 14-5 the score, leading by 9 in the bottom of the 5th. And Jacob Memmott pitching as good as ever. Comes in and almost hits Betcher. That one fouled off. Betcher staying alive. Full count. Nobody out, and Robbins will come out and talk to his man again. News from Area 4. Klamath wins Game 2 in Eugene 14-2. So now it's just on the Nuggets to finish this one off here in Springfield. And if they do, again, they will secure home field advantage and host the Salem Dodgers come Tuesday. It's looking like that we'll try to play 2 on Tuesday and 1 on Wednesday if necessary against Salem, but scratch that. 2 on Wednesday, 1 on Thursday. Misses outside, and Betcher gets aboard with a walk. Second walk issued by Jacob Memmott. So now with a runner on first, that brings up Trey Nelson. Missing high, Nelson is 1 for 2 so far with an RBI double and a ground out. Nelson otherwise is 0 for 3 in the first game as he takes ball 2. Breaking ball missing from Memmott. Before that walk, Memmott had retired 9 in a row, and that one will get through the left side of the infield, where a base hit from Trey Nelson. More news from around Area 4. Medford, they win 1-0, so a win from Grants Pass tonight, and they will lock up the 2nd place in Area 4. We are the last game going tonight around Area 4, so everyone's watching us here on GP Nuggets TV. No outs, runners on first and second. Jacob Memmott against left-hander Zach Hart. (14-5) your score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Now on hit, it will be hit foul, but Morgan steps over and makes the catch for out number 1. Brings up Caden Miller. He is 0 for 2. He reached on an error and struck out back in the 3rd inning of play. One out. Again, runners on first and second. Memmett's pitch is high. Again, the Nuggets at one point were down 5-0 in this one and have scored 14 runs in 4 innings. That one's hit hard into the outfield. Vinny Savolta coming in. It will get down in front of him. Betcher is held up, trying to stretch that one. He's held up at third base. Nelson goes to second, and Miller at first. Bases loaded for Tristan Vidal. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout to this point. That one gets past Robbins. Betcher is coming home. The play at the plate, and they get him. Fantastic job. Mehmet's covering, and they get Betcher trying to advance on the pass ball. But Nelson will advance to third, and Miller will advance to second, but the Nuggets cut down the lead runner in the person of Bryce Betcher. Fantastic play there by Robbins, being able to get the quick throw off, and Mehmet slapping on the tag. That one's hit high, just gets out of the infield, and called off by Tyler Runn, makes the play, and the Titans leave 2 stranded. The score after 5 is 14-5. The Nuggets are leading by 9. Stay tuned. You're watching GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
For recycling, yard debris, and solid waste disposal, Southern Oregon Sanitation is your full-service transfer station. Open 7 days a week from 9 to 5 at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass. Southern Oregon Sanitation, your one-stop shop for all your construction, logging, and rigging needs, and custom-made hydraulic lines and fittings is Oregon California Supply. OCS features Wright Brand and Irwin tools. Oregon California Supply, located next to Wild River Pizza in Grants Pass and just north of Vilas Road and Highway 62 in Medford. Les Schwab Tires, pride in performance since 1952. When you come in, they still come running. At Les Schwab Tires, if they can't guarantee it, they won't sell it. Les Schwab Tires.
Welcome back to the Buy More Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the Can-Do Company, and driven by Les Schwab Tires. First batter up is Cade King. He pops one up, but Edwards catches that one, the right fielder, for out number 1. Again, we're at John Young Field at Hamilton Sports Complex, rather at the middle school here in Springfield, Oregon. Just east of Interstate 5, again about 2 miles over our center field fence took place the Klamath Falls and Eugene game hosted by Eugene. Klamath Falls again took that one 14-2. So now it's on the Nuggets to win Game 2 of the doubleheader. Again, they lead 14-5 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. New pitcher in for Willamette Valley is Brooks Robinson. As Bassendorf, he takes a ball 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Again, Cade King flew out on the first pitch he saw. That one's hit high in the air. Edwards ranges over and makes the catch. A quick out, number 2. That brings up Bennett Rogers. Rogers so far is 0 for 2. He's got 2 walks, but he flew out and reached on an error back in the 5th inning of play. Again, this is the last Area 4 league match to take place of the season. Everyone else is finished. Again, Klamath Falls won 14-2. And Medford won 1-0 in Roseburg. So this is it. This game will decide the rest of the seedings in the Area 4. That one's hit high, but it will end up foul down by the first base line. That pitch is high. Bennett Rogers will take that one. Again, Rogers hasn't shown how good he can be offensively in this game, but certainly in the opener, he was just as good as advertised. That one's inside. Rogers has yet to get a base hit in this one, but again has walked twice. 2 balls, 2 strikes to him now. 2 outs. Base is empty. Pitch from Robinson is a breaking ball. And Rogers is way out in front of that one, so he goes down swinging. Nuggets go 3 up, 3 down as we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard is 14-5. Stay tuned. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
This broadcast is presented in part by Bimart, who delivers value every day with weekly ads, owner's choice pricing, cyber deals, and Lucky Number Tuesday. Get ready for your season for less with Bimart. Today's game is sponsored in part by Fields Ace Hardware Home Center and the Fields family. Your hometown hardware store is Fields, where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Hardware Home Center opens 7 days a week in Murphy. Burger King of Southern Oregon is proud to bring you this broadcast. 60 years of our flame-grilled, freshly prepared tradition goes into every order from Burger King of Southern Oregon. From Ashland to Canyonville, Burger King. This broadcast is presented in part by Bimart, who delivers value every day with weekly ads, owner's choice pricing, cyber deals, and Lucky Number Tuesday. Get ready for your season for less with Bimart. Today's game is sponsored in part by Fields Ace Hardware Home Center.
Welcome back to the Bimart Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the Can-Do company, and driven by Les Schwab Tires. As the Nuggets lead 14-5 in the bottom of the 6th inning on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard, it is Dylan Edwards going to get this one started for Willamette Valley. Edwards is 1 for 2. The 2 RBI single back in the 1st inning allowed the Willamette Valley Titans to get out to an early 5-0 lead, and since then there has been no offense as that one's popped up in the infield. It's going to get down. Kissel charging the throw. There is none. infield single for Dylan Edwards. Brings up Isaiah Burke. 0 for 1. He's walked and reached on an error to this point. Burke hit a 2-run bomb last night in Grants Pass in the nightcap, but so far today has been relatively silent. Again, 0 for 1 in this one, as well as 0 for 3 in the opener. Missing outside. Jake Memmott still on the mound for the Grants Pass Nuggets. He's come out of the pen for Bovin. He came out in the first inning with 2 outs and has pitched pretty close to perfect so far. That one misses. He's given up 4 hits, 1 strikeout and 2 walks. So with no runs coming across, he's done his job out of the pen, and his offense has done their part too. Again, 14-5 with a 7-run 5th inning for Grants Pass. High in the zone. That is strike 2. 3 balls, 1 strike. Sorry, strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike with no one out. Edwards is on first. Foul. Full count. Titans are down by 9. So that runner on first means a lot for them. That one's hit in the air. Not very far. It is hit shallow, and Zavolta will call off Tyler Rundgren and make the catch for the first out. Back to the top of the order for Willamette Valley. Chase Elliott is 2 for 2 in this one. That makes him a perfect 5 for 5 on the day. His bat has been working for Willamette Valley. Just the rest of the offense has had trouble beating this Grants Pass Nuggets pitching staff. Now I'm missing high for ball 1. And I mentioned Chase Elliott going 5 for 5. Each one of his 5 hits has been just a single, 1-base hit, but he's gotten on base all 5 times. His batting average is definitely getting a boost, as the count is even at 1-1. That one hit hard. Zavolta ranging back, and on the back pedal, he makes the catch. His back turned to home plate. As running straight back towards the wall, Vinny Zavolta makes the catch for the second out. In a full sprint, going backwards, Zavolta puts Chase Elliott away. So now Elliott's 5 for 6 on the day, and that brings up Wyatt Sales. 0 for 2 in this one with a walk in the first inning. Missing low. Robbins keeps it in front of him, and Edwards has to stay. Dylan Edwards on first. He's done this throughout the game where he's very confident on the base paths. Makes pitchers and catchers throw a lot over to him, producing errors. But every pitch, he doesn't go right back to first base. He stays there. I mean, he wants you to throw over. Missing low again. Nevitt's only got 2 walks so far. He's pitched 5 innings, but missing high there. So 3 balls and no strikes. Throw down to first. Again, Edwards gets back. See if Mehmet can battle back here. The 3-0 pitch is high. Wyatt Sales will get aboard. That moves Edwards up to second. And now Bryce Betcher. Betcher, last time around the base paths, got on with a walk and was thrown out trying to score on a pass ball. Strike one. Betcher, we saw him on the mound earlier for Willamette Valley. He was responsible for the 1 run in the 3rd inning. But though we didn't get to see very much of him, and it's the same story when he was in Grants Pass with the Willamette Valley Titans. We didn't get to see much of him. He gave up 5 runs in Grants Pass as he swings and misses at that one, but he gave up 5 runs. We were in Grants Pass in that 13-3 victory. Only pitching 1 inning here. 14-5 again, your score. In the bottom of the 6th inning, fouled off by Betcher. Again, the Nuggets exploded in the 5th inning with a 7-run inning, partnered with a Colton Fisher 2-run home run, as well as an RBI single from Cade Kissel, and a 2 RBI single from Vinny Savolta, just to name a few. Missing low, Robbins keeps it in front of him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on. Bryce Betcher reached on a fielder's choice. He's flown out, and again he walked earlier in this inning. That one hit on the ground. Morgan ranging over, and the throw on to second. Kissel grabs it, and the inning is over. Score still reads 14-5 as we head to the top of the 7th inning on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Stay tuned. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Mox Auto Sales. Mock Ford, Lincoln, Mazda, and used cars. At Mox Auto Sales in Grants Pass, they bring you the drive of the game. Test drive a new car today with Mox. And service your vehicle with Mox Quick Lane Auto Service. Riverside Ready Mix. For your summer home improvement projects, if you're pouring a patio, a sidewalk, or a carport, make the call to Riverside Ready Mix, 476-1424. My Circle K, home of the Kickback Reward Card. Sign up for a kickback reward and get rewarded on all your purchases at My Circle K. From Central Oregon to the Rogue Valley to the Southern Oregon coast. Redeem your points just like cash on anything in the store, including gas. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com. Mox.
Welcome back to the Biomark Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the Can-Do Company, and driven by Les Schwab Tires. 14-5 your score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Nuggets ahead by 9. Leading off for them was Vinny Savolta. The first pitch in, he gets hit in the elbow. The Grants Pass Nuggets dugout giving him a hard time, all in good fun. Ask him if he's all right. They said that hurt. No balls and 1 strike to Tyler Runn. The runner on first is Vinny Savolta. Tyler Runn so far, a double and an RBI single. That one misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes, much to the chagrin of the Willamette Valley dugout. That one hit up in the air. We'll see who gets to it. Edwards, it's off his glove. He can't grab it. Zavolta will move up to second. And Rund will get to first on an error by Dylan Edwards. Brings up number 7, Nate Morgan. Sacrifice fly back in the 5th. 1 RBI for him. And runners on first and second with no outs. Swung on and missed from Nate Morgan. Misses low. Count even at 1, again no outs. The Nuggets lead by 9. Up and in. On the mound for Willamette Valley, Brooks Robinson. He's their 4th pitcher we've seen in this game for Willamette Valley. Two balls and 2 strikes. Missing low, runs the count full. In danger of walking the bases loaded. Full count. Behind Nate Morgan is Cade Kissel. Morgan stays alive. Foul ball. After Cade Kissel, it's Colton Fisher. 2 guys who have been instrumental in this offensive effort today from the Nuggets. Now on hard hit ground ball. Throw on to second. It's in time, but no throw on to first as Elliott almost came off the bag. They get the out, but no one there on the back end. That moves Vinny Savolta to third, and Nate Morgan gets aboard on a fielder's choice. Cade Kissel last time up an RBI single in the big 5th inning that the Nuggets had, scoring 7 runs. 1 out to Kissel. Throw over to check on Morgan, but he gets back safely. Finds the zone to Cade Kissel. One ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Runners at the corners again. Brooks Robinson on the mound for Willamette Valley, sharing a name with the former Baltimore Oriole world champion. Brooks Robinson, 3rd baseman. Playing nearly 30 years ago now, back in the 70s and 80s. 2 balls, 1 strike to Cade Kissel. That one comes in and hits him. Bases will be loaded for Colton Fisher. Colton Fisher, last time up, a 2-run bomb over the left field fence. Looking to do that again here as if he could. I'd put this one out of reach if it wasn't already for the Willamette Valley Titans. Fisher, besides the home run back in the 5th, a single and a double. Maybe he can hit for the cycle. See if the big fish can get to third base on a hard hit ball. Only 3 more outs separate the Grants Pass Nuggets from home field advantage versus the Salem Dodgers. 3 more outs also separate the Nuggets from a second place finish in Area 4. Pitch to Colton Fisher is low. Fisher, last time up, hit his 3rd home run of the year. That one missing low as well. Two balls, no strikes with 1 out. Bases are loaded again for Colton Fisher. See what kind of damage he can do. So that ball is taken outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Fisher did walk earlier in the first game, and it brought home a run. That one, an excuse me swing, but a lot of power behind it. It doesn't quite matter as the catch is made by Kyle Davis at second base. 2 outs now, and in steps Josh Robbins. Robbins, a sac fly and an RBI back in the second. He struck out swinging, but was able to get to first base on a defensive miscue in the third, and then in the big 5th inning, he walked and scored a run. First pitch to him is low. On first base for the Nuggets, it is Cade Kissel. At second base, it is Nate Morgan, and at third, it is Vinny Savolta. Two balls and no strikes to Robbins. That one's hit on the ground. Betcher hits his base, and the inning is over. But 3 outs away are the Nuggets from securing home field advantage here in Springfield. So we look to see what they can do in the bottom half. Stay tuned. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Robco Incorporated. Robco, the can-do company since 1962. Call 476-2132. 476-2132. Robco. No job too big, no job too small. Your one-stop shop for all your construction, logging, and rigging needs and custom-made hydraulic lines and fittings is Oregon California Supply. OCS features Wright Brand and Irwin tools. Oregon California Supply, located next to Wild River Pizza in Grants Pass and just north of Vilas Road and Highway 62 in Medford. This broadcast is presented in part by Bimart, who delivers value every day with weekly ads, owner's choice pricing, cyber deals, and Lucky Number Tuesday. Get ready for your season for less with Bimart.
Welcome back to the Bimart Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the can-do company, and driven by Les Schwab Tires. Pitching change in the final inning of play for Grants Pass. It is Cade King. Jacob Mehmet, he will take over the duties at first, replacing Colton Fisher. Due up for the Willamette Valley Titans here in the bottom half of the 7th, their last chance. It is Trey Nelson, Zach Harden, Caden Miller. Jacob Mehmet went 6 1/3 inning, or rather 5 1/3 inning. Giving up 4 hits, no runs came across. He struck out 1 and he walked 2. He stands to be the winning pitcher should this lead hold. Again, a 9-run lead for Grants Pass. So they are just 3 outs away from clinching home field advantage against the Salem Dodgers. That one's hit hard on the ground. Bastendorf comes up with it. The throw on to first in time. Mehmet with a stretch. 2 outs away from hosting the Salem Dodgers. Bringing up Zach Hart. The left-handed hitter from Pleasant Hill. Just 2 outs separate the Nuggets from hosting their super regional matchup. Strike 1. As you look at this field, it looks like there was nothing on the line. Everyone's stone-faced as Zach Hart takes strike number 2, but so much on the line with these next 2 outs. That one's hit on the ground. Mehmet. That is out number 2. 1 out separates the Nuggets and home field advantage. Mehmet fields that one, taps on first, and the last man separating the Nuggets from a second place finish in Area 4 is Caden Miller. First pitch from King. Strike 1. Nuggets very close. They can taste it. That one's popped up. That one could do it. Mehmet ranging over, and it's into the Nuggets dugout. The play is not made, but 2 strikes to Caden Miller. Very close. The Titans saw their season flash before their eyes on that one, but it bounces into the dugout. The Nuggets still 1 strike away from securing home field advantage and second place in Area 4. That ball in. And King is making us wait for it out there on the mound. He is making us wait, but so close the Nuggets can taste it, and they not very close on that fly ball, but still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it is. Hit up into the air. Rund is under it, and the catch is made. The Grants Pass Nuggets secure home field advantage for the Super Regionals against the Salem Dodgers. The greetings are made, and they are happy, and they are high-flying, as now they get to go home to Grants Pass and host the Salem Dodgers. So we bring you back to the My Circle K postgame show after this. Your final score, 14-5 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Stay tuned for the My Circle K postgame show after this message. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
At My Circle K, we believe in keeping the integrity of your vehicle's paint. That's why you save 10 cents a gallon when you purchase a car wash. As rain falls, it collects pollutants and contaminants from the air. You want to do anything you can to protect your investments. At My Circle K, you can protect your paint and save at the pump. Now with every car wash purchase, you'll save 10 cents a gallon at the pumps. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com. At My Circle K, we believe in keeping the integrity of your vehicle's paint. That's why you save 10 cents a gallon when you purchase a car wash. As rain falls, it collects pollutants.
Podcast is brought to you by Timber Country Coca-Cola. Share a Coke this summer from your friends at Timber Country Coca-Cola. Enjoy ice-cold Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, or Coke Zero Sugar from Timber Country Coca-Cola. Whether you're sitting on the fastball with a 2-0 count or life has thrown you a curveball, know that the team at People's Bank is here to assist you with all your banking needs. Celebrating 20 years of doing business in Southern Oregon, People's Bank is your hometown community bank. Stop by and visit People's Bank. We put the people first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. And today's game brought to you by Ray's Print Shop in Grants Pass.
Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. The Nuggets, they've done it. They've secured second place in Area 4, and they have the home field advantage versus the Salem Dodgers. They come out in this one, and they win it 14-5 here in Springfield. They won both games. We'll bring you totals for the first games and a recap right here. So the Nuggets in this one, 14 runs off of 11 hits, 1 error. They left 8 on in this one. Willamette Valley Titans, 5 runs on 4 hits. They committed 2 errors and left 2 runners on. In their game earlier today, in the opener, the Nuggets won 11-4. They had 11 runs on 9 hits, 1 error, 7 runners left on. The Willamette Valley Titans scored 4 runs on 4 hits. They committed 4 errors and left 4 runners on base. The winning pitcher for this one was Jacob Mehmet, going 5 1/3, coming in relief of Sebastian Bovin. Mehmet pitched 5 1/3, 4 hits. No runners came across. He struck out 1 and he walked 2. Losing pitcher in this one is Wyatt Sales. He pitched 1 2/3 inning. He gave up 5 hits. 6 runs came across, only 5 of them earned in his 1 2/3 inning of work. He didn't strike anyone out and he walked 3. Again, the final score for both these games, the opener 11-4, and this last one 14-5 as the Nuggets secure home field advantage versus the Salem Dodgers. We'll give you a look at how the standings have played out and how the Super Regionals will happen, as this was the last game. All seedings are final. And we'll bring you that up right here. So, the 4th place team in Zone 4 will travel to Beaverton. And that ends up being the Klamath Falls Falcons. So Klamath will travel to Beaverton, North Marion, and Dallas. They are set to play 2 games on Tuesday, and they are the other Super Regional game. The 5th place finisher is set to travel to Corvallis out of Area 4, the 5th place team being the Eugene Bimart Challengers, finishing at 8-12, finishing at 22-22 overall. And then the Salem Dodgers are now officially traveling to Agno Lytle Field at the All Sports Park to take on your Grants Pass Nuggets, finishing 10-10, 25-17 overall. They started play yesterday in 5th place, and they come back. They win 4 straight against Willamette Valley, and they stay alive, finishing in 2nd place. Your final standings for Area 4 go like this. The Lithia Dodge Medford Mustangs are 17-3. The Grants Pass Nuggets are 10-10. The Roseburg Dark Stewarts are 9-12. The Klamath Falls Falcons are 10-11. The Eugene Bimart Challengers are 8-12, and the Willamette Valley Titans are 7-13. We'll take one last break, and when we come back, we'll bring you the Mox Drive of the game, as well as our Coca-Cola Refreshing Hits of the game. Stay tuned for that for part 2 of the My Circle K postgame show, coming up here on GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
From the air. You want to do anything you can to protect your investments. At My Circle K, you can protect your paint and save at the pump. Now with every car wash purchase, you'll save 10 cents a gallon at the pumps. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com. At My Circle K, we believe in keeping the integrity of your vehicle's paint. That's why you save 10 cents a gallon when you purchase a car wash. As rain falls, it collects pollutants and contaminants from the air. You want to do anything you can to protect your investments. At My Circle K, you can protect your paint and save at the pump. Now with every car wash purchase, you'll save 10 cents a gallon at the pumps. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com. At My Circle K, we believe.
Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Again, the Nuggets securing home field advantage in the Super Regionals tonight after they beat the Willamette Valley Titans 14-5 in the nightcap. Again, just to give you one last rundown of the Super Regionals as they are. Again, the Klamath Falls Falcons will travel to Beaverton for their Super Regional matchup. North Marion and Dallas They are set to play. The Eugene Bimart Challengers are traveling to Corvallis to take on the Market Men in their Super Regional matchup. And the Salem Dodgers, well, they are traveling to Agnew Lytle Field to take on the Grants Pass Nuggets. We now bring you our Coca-Cola refreshing hits of the game for the Nuggets, and that award goes to the 2-run home run from Colton Fisher in the 5th inning. A bomb over the left field fence helped his guys in that big 5th inning rally where they scored 7 runs and pulled ahead 14-5 to eventually win this second game 14-5. Our Mock's drive of the game also comes in the 5th inning for Grants Pass, hitting all 9 guys, scoring 7 runs, partnered with, again, that 2-run home run from Colton Fisher, an RBI single from Tyler Rund, and 2 RBI single rather from Vinny Savolta, just to name a few. In that 5th inning goes our Mock's drive of the game. Get test drive a new Ford, Lincoln, Mazda, or quality used car from Mock's Auto Sales in Grants Pass, and keep your car serviced at Mock's Quick Lane Service Center. Again, the next game for the Nuggets is confirmed. It will either be Tuesday or Wednesday at Agnew Lytle Field, hosting the Salem Dodgers. Once we get the news for you, you can go ahead and check out our website at GrantsPassNuggets.com to get the full rundown, the updated standings for how the Super Regionals will unfold, and also the dates and times as we move forward into the playoffs. Again, the Nuggets sweep here in Willamette Valley as they take the first one 11-4 and the second one 14-5. They sweep and they secure second place and home field advantage as we move into the Super Regionals. Again, check our website, GrantsPassNuggets.com, for all schedules moving forward. I'm Josh Eldridge, and good night from Grants Pass, Oregon, or from Springfield, Oregon.